confident already. I'm just looking at this sort of 1-2 punch that they've set up. Not going to be the easiest of exits, but you've got a Paranoia available for Hoodie, and he's just brawling. Got a little bit of support from Rhyme, who can delay, and they've got a fairly free opener, and there is that aggression. Wolfen is so ridiculously blind, but you know what? He still gets a kill.
Yep, still manages to walk out with one. It's a little bit of a containment issue now for Koi. The spike has to watch that push. So Giants are now coming behind them. That was the flank they were worried about, and it's timed very well for nukkye. Question is, they're drifting back. Are they going to end up running into him? nukkye, this fight could be everything if he can get one even. But taken down, that opens up massive amounts of space for this attacking side to reclaim.
Themselves up wonderfully. Vitinho going to get the information, goes back for more off the back of the dash, but they're still going to be able to garner that control. And he's the only defender really within range of doing anything more. Paranoia isn't going to connect onto him, and they go to check the backlines, but he will go down instead.
That Paranoia back out, you know, it obviously fired with the hope of helping the player on site, but they just went down at the wrong time. Ooh. Nice shots from hoody. A headshot through the box, one in the head to Trexx, and that is it done. Giants picking up the pistol here. Fantastic work for them getting back in.
Yes, at the cherry there. Most of the time you get one opportunity and then you get shot in the head, but he doesn't have a whole lot to lose. Cloud's already rotated in. Still a little bit of utility to play with. They are getting pinged up all over the shot. So much information here for the side of Koi, and easy entries into the site. The rest of the team
work with. There goes the shock dart. Came close. But yeah, man advantage, and I like the idea of taking some extra space, you know? Again, turtling on the site like this, if you did. Oh, that flash caught him! Just about Trexx has been dealt with. That's a little bit awkward on the way back through. Good spam from hoody. Full blind, and he still gets away with it! There is absolutely no way that they've kept. Look at their economy. It's going to be sitting pretty, even with an operator invested into. Ult starting to come online pretty soon over on Koi, at least a one saving grace, but they have to get this done here and now. Vitinho, like I said, aggression on defense, the escape method of the dash, and well, he is just having a field day in this round here. Koi putting all their credits on the line, and well, doesn't seem to have got them very much. That spike is even down in the open, being held by Vitinho with another dash online. And Trexx is lucky to survive that.
Yeah, he's even just going to swing out in the end. It's looking a bit disjointed at this point, and some of that is Giants forcing them into awkward fights. I think someone in the middle of that died to the mosh as well. So just look how much info's just been garnered. Look at where Cloud is going right now. He knows there's no one there. So he's pushing all the way up on the flanks. The rest of the players are taking mid control. They've already got them locked in. And actually, Koi almost have to pick up the pace a little bit here. starxo getting one is something. And Vitinho, he's done his job. He has slowed them getting into the site while they're slowly being surrounded. And he's going back for more. Finally gets shut down. And what they've had to use a lockdown just to stop the opponents getting back.
Base tree is good, sight is good. That is so much information. I mean, they have got these players boxed in like the last turn of battleships. It's time to get on the spike. The Rolling Thunder should push them off. Will it allow them to survive? Yeah, okay, they've managed to sneak around and leave it in at just a 1v3. nukkye with both kills, having evaded the utility, comes in to save the day. 6 on the board. Flanks from C. What? They popped the Viper's Pit, no info, blind fired it to allow a rotation out of Vitinho. Solo holds C site. B site under a bit of threat. Oh, under serious threat. There goes the peek, and hoody ends up being the one to take that kill. Rolling Thunder used up on A. In goes Wingman just hunting them down. A mosh pit got a kill. They were Rolling Thunder. They were stuck on it, and that's the spike down on the floor. And then you end up starxo grabbing a kill, but for what? They've still got to retrieve that spike. They're so far behind in this round right now. That's a great flash, but it does nothing. No effect on the round. The last match. But after not seeing anything last round, and now this one playing out the same, I wonder if they go for a peek, but they've heard Trexx now. They know he's close. Paranoia is perfect. They're all blind. Nobody can see a thing, but it's returned on him. Still one kill for Giants.
Damage is huge.
Great information, and they've stalled them completely. starxo's going to try to take advantage of the chaos, and that he has. Putting it down, at least one more man on the ground. Bladestorm popped a round of ultimates, and it's Koi coming out ahead. 3 versus 2 now. Sight is theirs.
They're wary of the backlines, and I don't really blame them. Turret offline. Play with a prediction as well from nukkye that somebody's going to be close. It's whether he can find them.
I mean, they know exactly where he is at this point. Just doubled up in the smoke. Beautiful play. 30 HP left on Cloud. It's got to be impossible. And Nano on the side as well. Insult to injury. The operator pulled out. Desperation playing, and he tried to remove the util, but too little, too late. In goes the Wingman. He's going to start it off at least, but there you go. taken down. Another nano that was waiting for him, and that should do it. The time here so tight. And even with the final kill, it's not enough for Giants.
It's still a bit worrying that Cloud's just managed to eliminate all of the players. It's a round on the board for Koi. It's something.
But it's done something, put a foundation down for them to stand on. Big buy coming out from Giants. Aggressive spot from Hoodie, gets nothing and no punish from Ryan. That's about as good a start as you could hope for on Koi. That said, they have lost a lot of HP and that's done. Ooh. Oh my God, that's huge damage done.
Oh, he got the kill. He got the kill onto koldamenta.
That utility usage is next level from Ryan. Well played, man. The stun and the aftershock right after, just perfectly predicting it. And they followed with another.
Yeah, I feel like Wolfen just tried too hard there to get them back into the round.
The last three guys are all three that were tagged up as well. They're so low from the early fight from the aftershock.
Look how confident UK's playing. Look at him just out wide! Just takes two down immediately. And well, now it's left onto starxo. And he pulled off plenty of miracles, but just look, he doesn't even have the spike. It's dropped outside of C. He's got to try and hunt down anyone. And the thing is, just bear in mind how aggressive everybody on Giants has been. He's got to clear every angle in the entire universe just to try and save his gun.
Cover going out.
And he's got 20 seconds. Like, I think Giants are going to be closing in that net. And there it is, 10 HP left. But it's enough for Cloud to put...
To get all the information they could ever need and maybe even detain a couple of players. Paranoia being set up as well to just make things more awkward. And they are setting up one like a turret. It's going to be that Thrash going through. This should be a freebie. Nothing that can be done. starxo down. Showstopper in on a response, but he gets blinded on the way back in. And now he's out as well. They make the retake look incredibly easy over on the gin,
and then get blitzed by the guys on site.
I think it's just rude.
I don't think they wanted him to die. That's the wrong way to say it. I think they realized he might die, but it's worth it. Rolling Thunder, here it comes. Good night and sweet dreams. You're in trouble. That's good though. A blind stops any punish to come off the back of the ultimate, and in fact, Koi are able to return a little bit. They got players stuck on the site though. Problems could come from there. Mosh pit. I don't know if it landed exactly, but Trexx is able to evade anyways. Move up to fight into spawn. Good foothold to fight from. And Cloud's left alone. Two more opponents to take down. He's done it before. He's been phenomenal so far. And now it's just one. He's low HP though. This should be koldamenta's round. The last other one, but there it is. Giants again. Formation already read in here by Koi. They know what they're up against. They've got the players on C side to deter, and that actually forces them back again. But by the time they go back, Wolfen's now in position. He concedes it. And this is one of the most confusing pistols I've ever seen, not to mention the fact that nukkye has been sat here the entire time! And now he's caught them! They open the door and he closes it on them in this round at least. 2 versus 4, one player known to be around that box.
One enemy remaining.
They have an idea where Trexx is on this, and just, honestly, everything these guys... Bodyguard to wingman, make sure the spike gets planted. For Koi, that retake really doesn't look pretty. They are missing so much. They have a nade on the way through. They spotted some players in the water. That nade going straight on them. Flash, though, out in the open. And, well, this time they end up coming ahead. Koi might actually have a chance in this round. The Stingers, a big disadvantage in a lot of these fights. They got to use them, and they got to use them now, running through some utility if they want to end the round. And you can just hear that spike ticking away, the time really not allowing them to wait any longer. Finally, Trexx will go through that orb, lose most of his HP. And it looks like sheydos is about to lose the rest of it. There you go, third.
Not even that much of a mix for Trexx. He's so good at that role. Trying to isolate some of these duels, but it's looking a little bit more troublesome. Already up and over they go, though. And the trades are going relatively well. The attacker's holding on, at least for now. And now Hoodie, last man trying to come back through the door, trying to at least find one of them, but completely blinded up and stuck in a corner. Koi are going to keep that one clean.
Good flash coming out of Trexx, and Koi take that from...
Multiple times in the past. Like, that's been run ages ago. I still think of like Mystic playing that in the past, so that has been done for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's old school. Might be out of practice, but certainly pick that back up pretty quickly. Giants, lots of pistols, lots of players. This gets dangerous with the numbers on this side, and they are coming ahead in a lot of these fights. It's left down to just Trexx. They couldn't have imagined it going this poorly. The whole team waiting for them. And yes, Trexx decides to hightail it to the B side. He's going to have a bit of a competitive race there. I see how quick Hoodie is. The thing is, a weapon retrieved for Vitino. A chance for Hoodie. Listen to those steps. I'm not sure if either... Oh yeah, now certainly Hoodie has an idea of where he's coming from. And he's caught him. And weapon upgraded in the end. And
He's just going to deny their push entirely, but it didn't seem like they were going in this direction anyway. Lockdown available. If they'd like to use it, Hoody's going to just try and slow them a little bit. Cloud waiting, but they're somewhat trapped within the site. Never mind, he's stuck, and yet he's still finding damage. Managing to destroy a couple of players, and can he get into the corner? Yes, he can. So they're going to know he's here. Full information available, but they haven't really taken the space desired, at least. Hoody, all he really has to do is stay alive here with the flank. It's sublime from koldamenta. Wipes out a couple, make this one even. Hoody, they just have to clear him out, and they might just have the round. And it's going to be left all onto Fitinho 1v2.
Dash just found. The only question is, can they get out with their weapons? Where do they decide to go? And is it into that operator? For now, it looks to be.
No. Oh no, they're going to walk straight in, but they managed to dodge it. And for Fitinho, it's not worth it. He doesn't want to just throw away an operator for a single. Almost looking to try and section off A and mid. And even the retake wall we saw being run earlier today, definitely a bit more common. But I like the idea.
Okay, caught throwing a smoke there as well, actually. He's not really able to do too much, but the paranoia went out on time for Rhyme. He's good. Picking up a kill, slowing the push, and his teammates coming in to help. He's helping them out. Gorgeous stuff. And Giants with another successful hold. The blitz
and cash for the next round while still playing with these extra weapons.
I have the spike.
Or being retrieved on one side. Now the Viper screen also has been sort of selling an idea that there might be some aggression. nukkye, okay, that's the first time we've sort of seen him whip one of those fights, but there is that aggression. Sheydos down. They've also been putting a dart through that, by the way, so that if he's behind it, he can get a kill off the back. It's doing a lot of cool little gimmicks off that one Viper screen. And while they know where Fitinho is, that doesn't seem to matter, though. Wolfen gone in the blink of an eye, but 3v3 and a real possibility here.
It's the HP on koldamenta, though. He's down to 20 HP.
He also doesn't have a gun.
Oh, he's making his way into the smoke right now, trying to retrieve a gun on the side. He's made it over to his teammates. We could have a chance here. With them grouped up now, an opportunity for Koi to fight together, to hold this map control in the crossfires. The first man up top spotted, but Cloud, it takes them way too long to deal with him. And trexx has to do it all, and he might just 2 HP, and he's gotten it done. 3 kills in this round for 3.
Yes, he gets the information one way or another, and again, we're seeing Hoody fight around the back of this Viper screen. I love also the orb. It just makes all of these fights so ridiculously awkward, and in the meantime, nukkye has come back through mid. Found a double opener, the flash doesn't even catch him! That's a spike on the deck as well! The other 2 players are in the site just going, oh, we're not getting that back.
The worst part is the site players haven't cleared site. They don't know whether there's players there waiting for them. They assume there are, and as they attempt to get trexx back up, he's eventually dropped by the flurry of bullets coming his way. Flash around. nukkye's not going to even peek on it. He is just keeping them back, keeping them worried, and costing them as much time as he possibly can as they go for that spike. A kill eventually comes through. Rhyme doesn't know there's still a player. Beats up. This is starting to fall apart. But did they have the read on those early rotations? Do they know how many are here on B? As they make their way in, there's still 2. One on the backside, but up close. Cloud hadn't been spotted. There's the double swing to close it. Well handled by Giants in the end. It did get a little bit shaky, but B, unless they've got some crazy lineups, this one should be going all the way to completion, and we'll see a retake on A. Maybe not a retake. Look at those 2 players up in heaven.
They need something in there. There should be a nano swarm, or nope, there you go. At least a bit of utility from trexx. That's exactly what you want to see. Clearing out the angle to an extent. It's still being fought for by nukkye, but he's taking the brunt of the damage. A lot of
flash, but he's going to have to wait to use that again. Having been hit by the knife just moments ago. Now they make their way forward. That flank, it's a big deal for them here. They just have to destroy the alarm bot, and now Koi are fully aware. They know where both of these final players are. Just have to win the fights. And when it comes down to it, what was that? Hoody's in a 1v2. The time here so low, but so is the HP of koldamenta. It could go his way. A blind fire. It could have landed as well, but it didn't. Not this time. We will see a round going the way of Koi. They've lost a few more rifles than it looked like. Yeah. Great work by Hoody. He just seems to be on fire right now.
Yeah, that second.
Hoody will drop them.
He's literally solo again. Util to deny. In fact, this time Wolfen's actually just going to challenge it, and they're going to throw in the Nightfall to try and pressure, but Cloud just starts spamming. Denies him taking any of the space. There's no follow-up. koldamenta eventually is going to make his way across. TP probably would have been hard, but it doesn't matter. That's spiked down in the corner, and now Cloud combines again. It's just an absolute shutdown on the B side. It's closed for business. And while sheydos, well, we've seen this before. He's hoping for a late lurk, but unfortunately his teammates...
it's so many of these little details, and it's split-second decisions. Not something you can even think about in the moment. But they're making the right call
Here we go
time again.
Oh, they've
No
got rid of his
snake bite,
util.
no wall. This is a problem.
Now it becomes a little bit more difficult. They've taken the pacing for Dino over the top, but it's a very fast trade. They know where this man has been playing. I don't know if they expect the second player again. No! And Cloud just manages to decimate them. Oh, he just can't deal with him at the moment. That 1-2 punch of Hoodie and Cloud is just terrifying them on the B site. And while koldamenta, he's at least found one. It seems like he has an idea that there could be a second player there. He knows where Hoodie is, of course. Even going to take a couple of ticks of damage.
Oh, good night.
And well, never mind in the end. 8-4, solid half from Giants, considering pistol loss, and even if from Giants or something they've seen in the past, but they've just got an afterplant for free.
Such a terrifying prospect, but
oh dear.
main is taken. Okay, a foothold for Koi to fight back from. The spawn was just paranoid. They don't want to fight into it, though. Staying on the stairs, they've got a player up close to Coutinho, and he's hitting all the headshots, one after another. And that's got to be another nail in Koi's coffin. 1v3 for Trexx, 10 HP. And just seconds away from meeting his end. There it is, Cloud to deal the final blow. Of course, they do talk about his one taps, at least in that previous round. There's 3 of them to write home about. We'll see what more he can do on the way through to the site. Cloud burst used to cross over, but sheydos still lands a kill. And now, well, a few more than he was expecting perhaps there. Fadinho realizes it's not going to be the fight that he wants to take, but starxo around the smoke. Smart play, good damage, and he's almost walked out with 2.
Yeah, this leaves Fadinho in trouble. He's slowly being pressured, wrapped on, and he's not going to get anything with the Guardian. They've somehow managed to do exactly the same back. We said it in the last.
We're shifting over to B with 1. At least sheydos is up top. There's a chance. There was a real chance there. koldamenta onto Rhyme. The numbers will now start to thin out on the Giant side. At least you'd imagine so. Hoodie, though, on the site. Hasn't grabbed the weapon.
30 seconds left.
Still left with just a Sheriff in hand. There's a seize. He still lands it. Now it's starting to get scary because we're right back into this same old story. starxo, 1v3, 14 health. Just after they find a response. And it seems they've let themselves down again. Giants, double digits on the board. And they don't get the ability, like I was going to say, to beat Giants once and force them to an eco and steamroll
going straight in. It's just a direct take. They know exactly where koldamenta is. He's under so much pressure. A great horn going through, but nobody able to actually do anything off the back of it. And such a clean take into the site. It's straightforward from the other side. Wolfen trying to be the hero. He's down instantly. There's at least a trade, but now a Viper's Pit as well in the afterplant. Not something you have to play up against too often on Ascent. Can they find any sort of ground?
Missed the reveal, at least with the drone. Gives them a moment up top. There's a drop down from Trexx. That should have been heard, and it was. Cloud quick to deal with that. He's the one playing outside of the pit now. Inside, not a chance for starxo. And sheydos, he's picked up the operate. Win on the next map. Certainly seems a lot more doable, but to start it off, they're losing 2. There's a bit of fight left in Koi, it seems. Okay, it's still a man advantage.
Hey, you know, at least the gloves came off. They were looking to try and almost brute force that one. A very attempting to TP into the site. Gets the information at least. Pinged up again. Spam coming through from Trexx. Bear in mind he's low. A little bit risky, but it seems to work out. Baits them into the push. Rhyme has managed to trade one back. Again, still keeping this one relatively close. I'm surprised he's actually still alive in this scenario. A chance to find starxo, and now it's all onto Hoodie. He's been sublime in this series so far, but a 3 HP clutch. It should be impossible.
Good swing on the door, that's it. starxo knew he had that one on lockdown with the shorty. 12-6, one more night. From the shadows already used previously. You're not expecting that this is going to be a fake, that this is a light play. In fact, they're looking to fully commit. Nice position from Trexx. He hasn't been spotted initially, but he'll be dropped. Not before he's done more than enough, though. A 2 versus 4 and Spike on the ground.
30 seconds left.
At this point for Giants, they have to rely on a Hail Mary.
Well, he's still getting them info as well. He can just say to the rest of his teammates that, well, there's no one on the site anymore. You can reclaim that control, and sure, he'll go down, but it's worthwhile. 20 seconds left. No real chance for Giants to get back into this one. Cloud aware that there could be someone close. A crazy shot to clear him. No, surely not. Doing so much damage, it comes down to the 1v1. TP across, it's down to nukkye, and he can't quite close it. That shouldn't have even been room.
Get a
So
12-11.
much setup just to give Vitinho the space. Shock dart to destroy the alarm bot. Smoke down as well. Knife tells him there's no one here. He can just continue to take the space. The rest of the team following alongside him. sheydos, though, has done well to open up. Has a little bit of support. In fact, trexx is going to go flashing through. It's a beautiful little combo of utility, giving them a huge advantage in this round. 2 players remain. Rhyme could try and TP to the other.
This moment, they seem very much to be looking forward, looking into the B site to take that control away. At least they can play it together. Smoke back online. Where's Rhyme going to be deploying that? I thought that's a piece of utility they're waiting for to make the push happen, but
30
out comes a
left.
haunt on the other side, causing problems now. They know there's one lane. They're not too sure about where Rhyme has made it off to, and oh, hold on. He's going. He's out of here. He's on the A side. It's a massive ruse. And Hoody's just going to be stood here, trying to deal with these players, trying to cause a headache. And okay, he won't get the kill, but look at the amount of time bought for Rhyme, and he can reposition to anywhere.
Oh, this is nasty. Wants to try and take that initial contact. There's no utility for them to play with either. He's going to hit all of the steps. Just look to try and wrap around behind them. Ring around the rosy as they are none the wiser. Having to try and check their backs. He's got the timing. Nigh on perfect. Gone out. It's a little whiffy though. There's a real chance for him to end it there. But instead, Koi march on a little bit longer.
There goes the null command, and it's the ultimates that we said they were waiting for. Oh, the dash in. He's already towards the laneway, but damaged quite heavily by that nano swarm out wide. The team. All right, that'll do it. The player's coming from every angle. He didn't have too much of a choice. We end up in a 4v4.
Well, that's the thing now. It's about clearing some of those backlines for Koi. They've got a lockdown. They've got to get rid of nukkye. That's the biggest kill of the round, because the rest of the players can get trapped in almost completely. A wraparound from hoody, it's going to be how much he can do here. And instead, they're looking to try and clear out some of those more aggressive areas, get rid of some of the players. Even that flank is actually not going to be too valuable unless he gets the timing perfect and they start watching for it. But he's going to get caught here. Nothing more that he can do. It comes down to the players on site. Vitinho already down, and so is Rhyme. Nothing that can be done for hoody. He is far too far away, and a good recuperation there from Koi, almost just patiently waiting for that one ult to be put into play.
Hey, this is starting to get really...
Almost let some of them slip. They've always come back into their favor. Early utility being expended in towards that A site, but somewhat of a ruse. The rest now looking to try and pick up through short. An early pop of the null command. Not really going to garner too much. And that space has been taken. A huge kill from nukkye early on.
And this comes down to the Viper's pit. Oh, it's going to be used passive. It's not even on the side. Locking down short control, but oh my! Rhyme's got the double. Vitinho following up, and it's one man left. Standing with an Odin in his hands. 5 opponents to take down a Viper's pit, blocking off his route through short. Everything against him, and look, it's going to be hoody to close it out with a stinger and a